bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Tonight, the fate of the leading religious body on Grand Bahama will be determined. The Grand Bahama Christian Council is set to hold elections. Among the clergymen vying for the top position as president is community activist and pastor of an Assemblies of God church. John Davis Rolle has this story.
For the pastor of Living Waters Assemblies of God Church in Lucaya, Reverend Eddie Victor, the quest for leadership of the Grand Bahama Christian Council comes out of a burning desire to see major advancements on Grand Bahama, and more importantly in the Kingdom of God. He says that first and foremost, he's promoting a platform of unity heading into council elections.
I believe that with the Christian Council, that we could be united and do great work here in Grand Bahama. I believe it's ripe for us to come together. It is ripe for people to come into the kingdom of God and to receive the wisdom and the knowledge of God that will transform their life. But we need to do it in a united way. So with the Christian Council, one of the things that I believe that primarily has to take place is there has to be a focus on bringing leaders and churches together.
Pastor Victor, who has championed the cause on many fronts, states that the church must play a more vital role in affecting positive change. He says for far too long, real empowerment has evaded God's people, and now is the time for the voice of the church to be heard. Although this man of the cloth ran unsuccessfully for the council's top position in the past, if elected as president, he vows to become that agent of change that will help to better the lives of all.
As a pastor, my wife and I, we have been extremely busy out there doing work to help people in our community. When we look at the struggles that exist in Grand Bahama, unemployment, education, people are discouraged. We also see even the challenges that people are having with their living expenses, and especially when you look at the high cost of power, all of this is affecting people. We've seen from our own congregation where people have lost jobs, lost their homes, and when they do get a job again, they're not making the type of income that they were before. And so what we realize is that the message of the gospel is a holistic message.
Joan Davis Rolle, Saturday Network News.
In other news, the School for Challenged Youth on Grand Bahama needs your help tonight. The principal at Genesis Academy is appealing to the public for financial support as he seeks to revolutionize the school and change the mindsets of students who may be headed down the wrong path. Principal Ricardo Major is passionate about changing the lives of students at Genesis Academy, a school for behaviorally challenged students. So far, a new chess club has been implemented at the school where students learn to master the art of the game. But to take things one step further, his plan is to take the students to Her Majesty's prison as a preventative measure and a reality check.
By the time we get these children, they're really so embedded in the habits that they have, and the habits are so varied that it's up to us to try to strategize, come up with programs and activities that is going to try to meet the needs. And in our strategizing of programs to meet each of these needs, we feel as though this one will help, and this one deals with the reality of life if we don't change the course that we're going on.
The boys are between the ages of 12 to 17, and there are any number of reasons why they are transferred from the mainstream school to Genesis Academy.
Some of these children are in environments and communities where it's easy access to drugs. There's not very much parental control, so they're allowed to do things. So it's from stealing to rude behavior to drug use, and so it's very. And then you have persons here that has a combination of these things.
As he plans the trip to the nation's capital, he says there is a financial challenge. Most students cannot afford to attend, and sponsorship has been minimal. Now they are appealing to the Grand Bahama community to support these young men in an experience that can change their lives.
We've had a fundraiser, a Thanksgiving fundraiser, where we pretty much went all out, and we've had some funds coming, but we are still falling short because one of the goals is, at present at the school, we have 12 boys, and there's no reason why or 12 of these boys, we cannot be funded to go. And we are appealing to the public, persons that would hear this, if they can call us at the school and be able to sponsor one boy to go into New Providence, or come and see how they can assist in any other way.
He says a trip like this can bring about the harsh reality of consequences when making the wrong choice.
Within one of these young men, they can change a whole community. They can impact an entire community. And that's why it is imperative that we work as hard as we can on each one of these young men. And that's why when we travel, we're not going to leave any of them behind. Every one of them, we need to make sure that each of them get an opportunity to travel, to be able to experience, because we don't know which one it's going to change.
And finally, in news this evening, the Rand Memorial Hospital launching its baby swaddling program on Grand Bahama. It is an initiative designed to provide supplies for newborns. PTC signed on as a partner, donating quite a bit of baby care items. Marketing representative Letitia Lord says PTC felt compelled to offer assistance to the obstetrics ward.
This is just one of the many donations that we've made throughout the community, different charitable organizations. And of course, we partnered with the Rand Memorial Hospital with the AIDS clinic as well during Thanksgiving. So the Swaddle the Baby was just so exciting. They made it seem like such an important initiative, and of course we do know that there is a need, and BTC wanted to be a part of it, and we of course will extend our donation as often as we can.
Area Manager for Obstetrics, Stephanie Small, says the donation meets a critical need. She says while the government provides supplies, there is also always a need for additional assistance, and help from corporate Grand Bahama is always welcomed.
We need Pampers. Babies are changed sometimes 4 to 6 times a day. So those are things that are going to be repeatedly needed. The Pampers, we have the Desitin for some of those babies with sensitive skin that might have a little rash. We need the baby wipes. We need the petroleum jelly to keep their bottoms protected. We need the baby wash because we do bath them on a daily basis. So those are things that are going to be repeatedly needed.